Hi there, Tamar Blanker here again. This video today I'm gonna show you what I got, what I bought to start me off fishing. I wanted a good all-rounder, something to start me off, you know what I mean, because I couldn't afford to go out and buy, you know, like when I fished before 5-6 years ago. I had the Akios 656 sport shuttles, which were lovely for clean ground fishing, you know what I mean. I'm banging a lead out there, but the gear ratio just wasn't up to it when I wanted to do a bit of, you know, mixed ground or a bit of rough fishing for hussing and stuff. So I ended up having to go out and buy the Saltus GB30s. Lovely reel they were as well, but obviously I'm just starting back out again, and obviously I sold all my gear when I packed in, so I wanted something that would see me good for, you know, some clean ground, mixed ground, and the occasional rough mark, you know what I mean. So I went for the 525 Mag 4s. Put one away. Obviously I've had a look at these, so I opened them as soon as they come through the post. But yeah, like I say, just see what we get. We get obviously manufacturer's manual, parts and stuff like that. Get the reel, seats, PENN reel, and that's to attach it to a bolt rod or something, I don't know. I've never used that. And obviously the spanner, a few nuts and bolts. What I did like, because obviously I read a few forums and watched a few videos and stuff like that, what I did like about the Mag 4 was the mag dial on the side. Obviously the Mark 2s and I think the Mark 3s had the dial on it, and that's what put me off from buying the Mark 2 before I bought the Akios. It was the dial. The dial didn't have this knobbly bit on it. So apparently people are quite chuffed that they've introduced that. I think also, from what I've read as well, they just slightly hired the lever, clutch lever here, because apparently on the older models it used to rub on the frame. And they've strengthened up the cage with this as well, because apparently some of the 525s, because they're slightly bigger than the 515s, had some distortion to them. It could, you know what I mean. That's only what I've read, so don't take my word for that. But apparently they've made this stronger as well. Like I say, my object for the day is to, because they've got factory grease in the bearings on the spool, is to strip the spool bearings out, clean them out with some lighter fluid, and replace the oil with some red rocket fuel oil. That's my plan today. Poundage yards. Oh, millimeter and meters. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, because I've gone for this Surfix tritanium. One, it's £24, but it's only got a 0.4 millimeter diameter. So, because I heard that, you know, lines best suited for the 525 is between the 0.35 and 0.4. Like I said, I went for this because of the poundage, £24, and it had a lower diameter to it. So, you know, it will see me good for clean and mixed ground fishing, and the occasional rough mark I might do now and again, you know what I mean. So yeah, so that does what's it saying, 0.4 0.38 is 255 meters, 0.41, 225 meters. Well, I can't cast that pretty far, so that should be more than enough for me. I was just a bit worried, that was all. But no, that's all good. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. Right, so I'll get set up, ready to strip both of these reels down. And well, I say I've never taken one of these apart before, but I'm not shy of doing my own maintenance on the reels. You know what I mean? I've done my Akioses and my Sotus before, you know what I mean? So yeah, shouldn't be too hard or too different. Just take my time when I'm taking them to bits, you know what I mean? Like I say, I'm only replacing the oil in the spool bearing, the bearing spool, so I don't need to take the gear end off apparently. So I'm going on the Plymouth fishing forum on Facebook. Said to just leave the grease alone in the gearing, but definitely replace the spool bearings oil. So yeah, when I come back I'll be all set up, ready to rock and roll. Just strip these two beauties down and replace the spool bearings with some rocket fuel.